In a bustling city known for its high-rise buildings and busy streets, there lived a young man named Samir. He worked as a graphic designer, a job he loved, but it came with its fair share of stress. Samir's life was a balancing act, juggling tight deadlines, long hours, and the occasional difficult client. Despite the challenges, he had a remarkable ability to maintain a positive outlook. One particularly hectic month, Samir faced a major project with an exceptionally tight deadline. His client was demanding and constantly changed the project's direction, adding pressure and stress. As days turned into sleepless nights, Samir's colleagues noticed his exhaustion and frustration. One evening, as Samir took a rare break, he bumped into an old friend, Zara, who was visiting the city. Zara, now a successful social worker, had a demeanor that radiated calm and joy. She asked Samir how he was coping with the stress. Samir sighed and recounted his struggles. Zara listened thoughtfully, then shared her own experiences of working in challenging environments where resources were scarce and the impact of their work was not always immediate. She spoke about the joy she found in the small victories and the meaningful connections she made with the people she helped. Inspired by Zara's perspective, Samir began to view his own challenges differently. He decided to focus on the aspects of his job he enjoyed and the satisfaction of completing projects well. He started taking short breaks to recharge, practicing mindfulness, and celebrating the small wins, such as positive client feedback or a particularly well-designed piece. As Samir shifted his mindset, he noticed a remarkable change. The pressure and stress began to feel more manageable. He became more resilient and found greater satisfaction in his work. His improved attitude even positively affected his interactions with clients and colleagues. Months later, Samir's project was a success, and his positive approach had become a hallmark of his work. He continued to face challenges, but he approached them with a renewed sense of perspective. His ability to find joy in his work and appreciate the process, rather than just the outcome, made all the difference. Samir's story spread among his colleagues, serving as a reminder that happiness often comes from how we choose to view and handle our situations. By embracing a positive perspective and focusing on the aspects of life that bring us joy, even the most challenging circumstances can become opportunities for growth and fulfillment. Let's learn some words from the story. Juggling tight deadlines. Meaning, managing multiple tasks or projects that have close or overlapping deadlines, often requiring quick action and careful planning. Example, she was juggling tight deadlines at work, trying to finish 3 reports by Friday. Bumped. Meaning, to move or be moved by hitting or knocking something or someone slightly. Example, I accidentally bumped into someone in the crowded hallway. Demeanor. Meaning, a person's outward behavior or manner, which reflects their feelings or attitude. Example, his calm demeanor during the interview impressed the panel. Radiated. Meaning, to emit or spread out from a central point, often used to describe feelings or warmth that can be felt by others. Example, she radiated happiness when she received the good news. Scarce. meaning, in short supply or not enough to meet the demand. Example, during the drought, water became scarce in the region. Hallmark, meaning, a distinguishing characteristic or feature, often something that represents a standard or quality. Example, the hallmark of a good leader is the ability to inspire and motivate others. Small village nestled between rolling hills and lush forests, there was a young woman named Alara who struggled with several bad habits. Despite her deep desire for change, she found herself trapped in the cycle of procrastination, negative thinking, and unhealthy eating. One day, a wise old traveler named Aiden arrived in the village. His reputation for wisdom and his serene demeanor made him a figure of intrigue and respect. Alara decided to seek his counsel, hoping he might offer a solution to her troubles. Aiden listened patiently as Alara described her struggles. After a thoughtful pause, he spoke. Change is a journey, not a destination. To rid yourself of bad habits, you must first understand them, then gradually replace them with better practices. He instructed Alara to embark on a personal quest. Begin by observing your habits. Write them down and note the triggers that lead you to them. Awareness is the first step toward transformation. Alara followed Aiden's advice. She kept a journal and tracked her habits meticulously. She discovered that procrastination often struck when she felt overwhelmed, negative thinking emerged from past failures, and unhealthy eating followed periods of stress. With this new awareness, Aiden encouraged Alara to set small, achievable goals. Change doesn't happen overnight. Instead of trying to overhaul your entire life, focus on one habit at a time. Set a small goal and celebrate each victory. Alara chose to tackle procrastination first. She broke her tasks into smaller, manageable parts and set specific times to work on them. Gradually, she noticed that her productivity improved, and the overwhelming feeling lessened. Next, she turned her attention to her negative thinking. Aiden had suggested she practice gratitude daily. Alara began noting 3 things she was grateful for each day, which shifted her focus from what was wrong to what was right in her life. For her unhealthy eating habits, Alara replaced junk food with healthier options and started cooking simple, nutritious meals. She learned to enjoy the process of cooking and found comfort in nourishing her body. Throughout her journey, Aiden's words resonated with her: be patient and kind to yourself. Change is a gradual process, and setbacks are part of the journey. As the seasons changed, so did Alara. Her habits transformed, and she felt more balanced and fulfilled. She learned that the path to getting rid of bad habits was not about perfection, but about progress and persistence. One day, Alara met Aiden again and thanked him for his guidance. He smiled and said, "You have done the work. The real change comes from within. Keep moving forward, and remember that every step you take on this path is a step toward a better you." With renewed confidence, Alara continued her journey, knowing that change was an ongoing process. And so, the village witnessed not only a transformation in Alara, but also a renewed hope that with patience and perseverance, one could indeed change for the better. Let's learn some words from the story. Procrastination, delaying or putting off tasks that need to be done, usually because they are unpleasant or difficult. Example: instead of studying for the exam, John watched TV all day, a clear case of procrastination. Counsel: advice given to someone, often by someone who is knowledgeable or experienced. Example: she sought the counsel of her teacher when deciding which college to attend. Triggers: things that cause a strong emotional reaction or start a specific process or action. Example: loud noises can be triggers for people with anxiety, causing them to feel stressed. Meticulously: doing something very carefully and with great attention to detail. Example: she meticulously planned every detail of the event to ensure it went smoothly. Overhaul: to completely change or repair something to improve it. Example: the company decided to overhaul its website to make it more user-friendly. Resonated: to connect deeply with someone's feelings, experiences, or beliefs. Example: the movie resonated with him because it reminded him of his own childhood struggles.